Tom. I'm the senior instructor here at Vivary Centre. Today we're basically going to be running through a load of climbing technique involving belaying, also the practicalities of climbing up our wall. First things first, we're going to be teaching you belaying, which is basically the way that you keep a climber safe when they're climbing up the wall. There's basically 5 steps to remembering this with a little rhyme. We call it V to the knee, 1, 2, 3, which is 5 movements. So the first one, pull your arm down to make a V, then bring it down to your knee, and then bring your hand down, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So once again, V to the knee, 1, 2, 3. And the idea with this, the main thing you always need to remember, is never ever take your hand off of this rope. It's called the dead rope, and that's for 2 reasons. The rope looks dead, and also if you let go of it, that person could potentially be dead. So always keep your hand on the dead rope. So this is Tom. He's on work experience this week, so we've used him as a dummy for our climbing today. So Tom's going to demonstrate V to the knee, 1, 2, 3, that he's learned in about 30 seconds just now. So give it a go, Tom. V to the knee, 1, 2, 3, and again, V to the knee, 1, 2, 3. Very good. Right, shall we give it a go with Barney climbing up, our other instructor here. He can have a climb, and when he gets about halfway up, he's going to fall off just to show how safe this is. Okay, Barney, are you ready? Good. Now Barney's in a safe position to be lowered off. All he's doing is leaning back with his feet flat against the wall, and I'm going to lower him down as he walks very slowly down the wall. And to do that, all I do, keeping the hand on the dead rope, pulling this little stick back and feeding it through nice and slowly as I watch the climber.
You'll be surprised the size of the holes that you can put your foot on if your feet are correctly positioned, okay? So, yeah, got a pretty small hole. Most people's feet are bigger than that. If I use my toe, my feet are going to bend, it's going to be hard, and my toes inside there are struggling to keep upright. Using the edge of my foot, there's not much flexibility. I'm covering the whole of the hole with my foot, which means I now have enough purchase to dedicate my whole weight to that foot and use it to stand up. Again, this is a slopey hold, it's not even flat. Put my whole foot on it, get the most amount of grip out of the rubber on my shoes as possible, put my weight on, stand up. And a bit cold. So moving on from our feet, we learn to place those nice and confidently, positively on the hold using low surface area. That now we get to think about our hands. Our hands are really there to maintain our balance, bearing in mind we're stood on a pretty vertical wall there. Several different types of holes, we've got a few right there. This one is what climbers would call a jug, due to the massive size of it. Up here we've got another type of jug, it's more like a pocket, you can see my fingers fit in that. Knuckles are bent round and I'm actually holding it like a hook like that, that's a nice bomber hold. Moving on, you end up with slightly flatter holds like this. Holding onto a hold like that is called crimping. That is, I believe, a half crimp. If I use my thumb, I use that to brace my fingers on the other side. That's known as a full crimp and gives my fingers a bit of extra strength. You'll notice that my fingers are bent that way, creates torsion in the tips of my fingers. Give me a nice meat hook, as they say. Other holds include pinches, so I could pinch a hold. Normally if it was sideways, that takes quite a lot more strength. You're not really going to use that until you move on to probably harder grade climbing.
Right, so as Barney's climbing, I'm going to be belaying him and also talking you through the different types of techniques that he's using. So that one there, as you can see with his right foot pressed out, that is called flagging. And what that means is, all he's doing is pushing his foot against the wall to stop his body from twisting. There's no holds available for your right foot or left foot, whichever it may be. And simply place your foot against the wall so your body can't twist and you come off the wall. It's just to help with your balance, basically. So this next move Barney's about to do is called a layback, which is where you hang off the side of a hold with your feet and arms pointing in one direction. You hang back and push yourself with your feet as you pull on your arms to bring yourself up through as you lay back on the hold. This next technique Barney's about to use is called smearing. This is used when there's very few holds for your feet. So all you do is place your foot against the wall when you've got your hands on some decent holds, and you climb up just using the friction between your foot and the wall. If you'd like to demonstrate for me, Brian. So he's got himself some decent handholds, and all he's doing is placing his foot against the wall. It's obviously a lot easier when you're outside on some real rock than on some slippery wood, as the grip is a lot better, but it can still be used in these circumstances.